do our slideshow. Wrapped. Let's wrap it up. So this is the thing that we're doing right now. The thing that we're doing right now is that we had done book clubs once a month all of 2024, and we had read, different books all throughout 2024, and now we're going to talk about all the books you read in 2024, kind of do like a Spotify Wrapped, if you will, of all of the books you read. So you'll see how that looks, but maybe we can start with showing you what books we did read in 2024.
And it's quite a few books. Like, actually looking at this, I have a lot of pride. Because I'm like,
wow,
and we read extracurricular books during this time. And let me just say, these books are hefty. Like, none of these books were like small little quick reads. Maybe the Divine Rivals, but like the Crescent Cities in themselves are like Bibles.
Like, if you guys are used to reading on Kobo and stuff, like, just to show you how thick are.
This is thick.
These some thick books, guys. Like, fast. Like, and imagine on Kobo, which has like triple the amount of pages.
Yeah.
Some of these were huge.
It's like a dictionary.
We definitely went Sarah J. Maas heavy.
We read all
her series.
Most popular series.
The whole Massiverse was read.
I know so much about Mass lore. It's kind of like embarrassing.
Yeah, so there was a lot of good series were read. So that's why I think that this Wrapped will be really interesting.
Yeah.
Top book. So this is what our initial ranking is of the books.
Yeah.
So let's discuss. Akomaf.
What happened in there again?
Hell yeah.
This is when Raisan and Feyre
book 2
mated.
Yeah. Book 2. Woo! Book 2.
Book 2 was really good.
I want to go back and reread this book because what a twist.
I loved how dark it was.
I know.
Or, there you are. I've been looking for you.
It's like, because even at the end of book 1, you're not sure if like Feyre and Raisan are gonna, but you have a feeling, but then this is their arc.
Yeah.
God, it's so...
Girl's about to get married. Like, straight up get married, like, passively. Like.
Yeah.
And you discover the whole world of, like, Valaris. Like, I don't know, it's like... book 2 is when you open into that whole world. And that's... I don't know, it's awesome.
Yeah. And the relationship between Raisan and Feyre builds a lot in this book.
And she learns to read. And you go through her, like, PTSD, depression stuff.
That's true.
And her, like... The fact that she was, like, literally starving and not being...
And, like, Raisan's not super pushy about it, too. Like, which I really liked. Like, he was really patient.
Like, even when they were still quote-unquote enemies, he was teaching her to read. At least. More than l'autre even did.
He, honestly, is, like, the evil guy, but he's, like, literally, like, giving her clothes, a safe place to land, like, teaching her how to read. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we meet the whole court. Isn't this where we meet Asriel and everybody?
Yeah. And that's why. That's, like, the beginning where you're like, whoa, like, this is
the
such a cool world.
Massiverse.
Yeah. It's so fun.
Yeah. It was definitely a really good book. And a big change from book 1 of the series.
Yeah. It's like when you open the door to Narnia.
Yeah. Legit. Straight up. Literally, actually.
Yeah. Second place, we ranked Iron Flame.
Best tension.
So the reason that we rank Iron Flame above Fourth Wing is I think that Iron Flame had more action than Fourth Wing, personally. Like, Fourth Wing was really the world building where you get to know, like, all the characters, how the system works between, like, dragon riders versus, like, other types. Like, I thought that was really interesting. And then Iron Flame really goes deep into the action and, like, the relationships between everyone.
Yeah, and I think it, like, builds tension a lot between Violet and Xaden, you know? And I mean, the fucking cliffhanger of book 2 is, like, you're like, oh my God. You know?
The fact that he's fun.
So, it's just so punchy.
And I don't know about you guys, but for me, often when it comes to movie series or TV show series or books, it's very rare for me the first book to be the best in the series. It's often the sequel or something. Like, it's there's a reason why there's not, like, the first book of ACOTAR, for example.
It's not the best.
It's not even the real story of, like, the world, right? It's half a lie, pretty much. Like, Whereas, like, I feel like even Fourth Wing, yes, the world building, the establishment, even Crescent City, the first one, it's the world building, but it's always in the second book or third book that they actually, like, get shit done. There's action, and you understand the world, and you're getting to understand deeper stuff from book one, rather where book one is literally just, like, a dictionary of, like, here.
This is where I think book 3 is controversial, because I really, in the Crescent series, Crescent City series, I really liked book 1 the best. Because of the setup of, like, a murder mystery.
Yeah, that was good.
That I really love. I know there was a lot of world building, like you're saying, but I find that was so unique and cool, like, compared to other fantasy books don't really do murder mystery.
Yeah.
Well, that's why for me, I think in Crescent City situation, the only reason why I put for me, they're kind of even book 2 and book 1, but the only reason why book 2 for me is better is the twist at the end. Yeah. The crossover. That's the only reason why. Yeah. But book 1 on its own is I don't know, a lot of people say, oh, I can't read it because there's so much world building, I'm so lost. It's not like ACOTAR at all. And I'm like, the reason I like book 1 was, the murder mystery, but also, like, it really, after reading ACOTAR, it, like, forces you out of the world of ACOTAR.
It's so different. It is. And, like, you're like, whoa, okay, how is this the same author?
They have phones?
But I think that's why, like, I put this one, because same, I think they're really equal, 1 and 2. 1 is, like, so different, and, like, it's so shocking.
Yeah.
The beginning of the book. Bruh. But
chapter 5.
But for me, like, the magic of this book was linking her 2 worlds, and I was like, whoa.
I was not expecting that at all. I know we kept reading, like, oh yeah, the worlds are linked, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I spent the whole first and second book searching for Easter eggs, only for it to, like, blow my mind at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I really like that.
Honorable mention, Echo Saf. I feel like V.
Yeah.
This is very much a you honorable mention.
I agree. I agree with it though.
Oh, you do? You're with me?
Yeah, like
maybe you guys would have different ones.
These 2 books in the ACOTAR series for me are like
really.
Yeah, I mean I love them for different reasons, so it's hard for me to rank them completely. Like I think Silver Flames might be my favorite in ACOTAR series, but Mist and Fury for me is the best in the trilogy of Farah and Raisa.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a bit hard. But the only reason I didn't like Silver Flames just for the spice, even though that was a big reason why. But it was just because it was such a deep dive coming off the snore fest of that other one, the filler one.
Yeah. Well, I thought what was amazing about Silver Flames, besides the spice, which I think is, like, still to this day pretty unbeatable, like a lot of the books we've read, is actually just, like, Nesta's arc. And, like, Nesta, she's not really likable as a character, but I really liked her journey, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, you really get to relate to her. You know, maybe she's a bit of a, like, drama queen in the sense, like, we've seen other characters have way more, like, traumatic journeys, and, like, we deal with it.
I'm not even surprised. I mean, their mother was, like, not great.
But no, so I don't know, I thought that was really well done.
Yeah.
But maybe Kay has a different honorable mention.
Yeah, what's another honorable out of the ones we've read? What would you?
Listen, I feel like probably, like, controversial opinion.
If you say fucking flesh and blood, I'm out.
No, I feel like Tower of Dawn for me was an honorable mention.
I was gonna say, because Tower of Dawn, don't know about y'all, I like Tower of Dawn. Some people are saying, ew, this book sucks. It's not even about, like, Selena or whatever. It's not about the main character or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but Tower of Dawn, for me, because it was so outside of what we were reading in Throne of Glass, I loved it just to see the character development of, like, Irene.
Yeah, I really liked the characters in that one.
And the world and the...
Yeah, I found it was kind of unique. And
it
could be a standalone.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a filler book or anything, so I like that.
And I did like the first book of Throne of Glass just because, again, it was a new world. It had that bit of a murder mystery, but also this, like, competition, Hunger Games type thing going on and all that. I like that too about that series. So for me, my favorite books from that are Tower of Dawn and the first book.
Because like in Tower of Dawn, there is like a villain in that. I don't think there is a villain in Silver Flame. It's really just her journey, right?
Yeah.
It's like kind of her battle with herself.
Yeah, there's what's the villains?
In which book?
In Silver Flames. It's like the Illyrian. There's the whole Illyrian warrior arcs. Like there's something.
She's like
there.
searching for like the mask and stuff. Does that happen in that book?
Yeah, she's searching for the 3 things.
Okay.
Yeah, she goes to the Weaver.
Oh yeah, she does. But there's only villain, right?
Well, there's like the other Illyrian soldiers who don't want women.
Oh yeah.
And then there's other shit. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, that's it. It's the there's the Illyrian tension.
Yeah, it's basically
Weaver.
herself.
Yeah,
it is kind of her journey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But don't they go to the prison?
Well, she goes back to the prison because.
And then there's the.
Doesn't she kill?
There's a lot that happens.
Who kills the bone carver? If he even dies, does he die?
I thought he dies in the 3rd book.
Yeah, never mind. But she kills somebody. She kills something to get to something in the prison.
Yeah, that's it. There's something in the prison, and there's a link with Crescent City there, I guess.
Yeah, well, because she has all 3 of the.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it, I forgot what it is, but she has like the cup, the shield, and the crown or whatever, then the sword or whatever.
Man, it's so confusing. But
there's a lot that happens.
But I agree that Tower of Dawn does also deserve honorable mention
for like the type of book that it
like
that she went out going for. Like I feel like she did a lot.
Is there something in the chat? Sorry, I can't see if there's anything.
My chat's not updating.
Oh, Kayla, do you have the chat up?
I don't think my chat updates either.
This review of that book, Blood and Ash, made me laugh out loud. When he said her coochie tasted like honeydew, I knew that one lick of my coochie in real life would kill this man. Cindy from Goodreads. Dude, the honeydew thing, like, really got to the community.
Some people like that. I was like shook F.
I was like,
me, it wasn't even the fact, it wasn't the honeydew. It's the fact that it was repeated at least 6 times per chapter.
This girl needs to work on her vocabulary.
Unnecessary, guys.
Yeah.
All right, FMCs. So many
good ones.
They're all beautiful.
I feel like Bryce is the most beautiful here.
She's the most striking. I think.
Right?
Yeah.
And is the one with the body type that's the most realistic for the grand population.
That's true. I felt and still will always feel that Feyre is the most, like, boring.
Oh my god. Boring.
Like, looking. The most generic. I guess I shouldn't say boring, but I always felt she was generic and I couldn't relate to her.
But it's only
But Nesta, it's like, for me, she was always the most striking of them.
Yeah. They say that she's the most beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know. Manon is always gonna be the hottest one for me.
Yeah, I mean, she's
fire.
Manon's a bit scary. She's got a bit of a scary vibe.
Yeah, it's supernatural.
But y'all should see how people are talking about Farrah and now. Like, it's so funny the things they're saying. They're like, there's whole discussion groups on Reddit about like, we don't think she was that good of an artist, and people going on deep dives of her art.
Poor, she was not proficiently trained. Like, where did she learn? Like, nowadays people can learn on their own, but they have YouTube, they have like all these other things to learn from. But to learn teach yourself, and you don't have any mentors to learn from. Where's she learning? I get it.
You know what's too bad is, like, look, we put Violet number 1 here, but like after reading Onyx Storm, that's actually kind of changed.
Yeah, I don't know if she's best all around anymore.
I don't know. She's kind of good all around. Bryce, I feel like is close. I don't know. I really like Bryce. I know like not everybody likes Bryce, but I like Bryce.
I like Bryce as well.
I like Bryce, just not when she was bossing around her. That bothered me. I don't know why.
Well, we know Joy has issues.
I do have issues with most of them.
Yeah.
I have issues with Selena. I got issues with her.
Oh, this girl.
I like Nesta.
Nesta's cool, yeah.
Nesta was always herself.
Yeah.
But I still can't get past the fact that she didn't help her sister when they were like starving.
Yeah,
so like that part like bothers me.
Especially as the oldest. You'd think the oldest would be the one to like.
It's really fun.
Not the freaking.
You gotta ignore that.
You gotta ignor that. She gets the big D in the end. It's all
like
good.
Most of her life, she was kind of shitty. And
well, I hated Nesta up until the fifth book,
exactly.
Silver Flames.
Facts.
Yeah. But, you know.
I can't believe we didn't put Manon in there, actually.
I love Manon.
Manon would be on this list for me.
Maybe it's because she wasn't a FMC.
Yeah, she's not a main character per se.
Yeah.
So I would say for me, Bryce, I think, is my favorite all around. Like, if we were to capture everything.
Yeah.
I know she's like she can have like annoying moments, but I feel like overall, she has a good compass.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty she's pretty good.
Yep. I mean, vacuuming your enemy is quite an achievement.
Yeah. What's cool about Bryce is you really feel that like modern girl.
Yeah.
Thing with her. But I don't know. I guess I'd actually choose Nesta overall.
What about you, Joy?
I agree. It's between Bryce and Violet. Nesta, like...
I know you had a lot of trouble with Nesta when we were reading it.
And, like, don't get me started on, like, Selena or whatever. Like, oh, my God, this girl. But, I would say Bryce, and I'm biased, but it's because Bryce was, 27? Everyone else is, like, 19 to 22.
True.
Like, I feel Bryce is the one that I could not see myself as, but, like, she's the most realistic, the most, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I was able to connect to her more than everyone else. And everyone else, like, especially Selena, you can kind of, like, be like, oh, well, she's acting the way she is. Just like when you read The Assassin's Blade and she's being an asshole, but you're like, she's 15. I was an asshole at 15. Like, I don't know. I think Bryce is the best for me out of all. I don't know. Because otherwise, if I'm to choose, it would be one of the side characters for sure. It wouldn't be any of the mains. Like, because I always like the side. No, I can't vote here. There's too many.
Hello.
Why are they all good except for Rowan?
I love dark hair MMCs, okay?
God damn. Even Roman's so cute in this.
Yeah.
I will have...
You found, like, some pretty good picks, so... I mean, oh yeah, we love Asriel. Come on.
I forgot how Hunt looked.
But he's not an MMC.
No, he's a sidekick. That's why he doesn't have a white frame.
Damn. Okay, let's see how we rated these guys.
Cassian's hot in that. I know you guys are Cassian haters, but I
just don't know how I feel about a huge jock.
Like, huge
and I don't know how I feel
muscles,
about a man bun, personally.
Yeah, you're
as
not
a person.
It's because, like, me, I like muscular, but not, like, classic bodybuilding, stage-ready, like, muscular. Yeah. Brutish, huge jock with a giant schlong, like, he's too much, like...
Hey, Azrael has the biggest wingspan, okay? We have yet to see.
That's true. Well, I'm a big fan of the man bun, and he's the only one that's got it.
Because, like, me, I think about it. I'm like, look, if I try to calculate how much I can accommodate, I can't accommodate any of these people on this screen. Maybe Roman. Like, there's limited capacity in my body.
They didn't even have Spice in that book, eh?
They had sex twice?
They did?
It felt very Christian.
It was very, like...
Christian? I don't think that they would describe
the spiciest thing was the freaking typewriter. Okay. Is our vote still the same after Onyx Storm?
Honestly, it's like,
well, listen, not everyone's gonna agree with this. I know we don't have an Azrael book, but for me, I know he's not an MMC. For me, he's the best.
Yeah.
Zayden, you know what? He is my favorite still, I would say. But, he was a little cringe in book 3. Because in my head, Onyx Storm doesn't exist in my head. Yeah.
I think you just gotta ignore Onyx Storm.
Yeah, Onyx Storm doesn't exist in my head, so Zayden is my favorite, yes. I agree with this.
I don't know, because, like... Wait, are we voting about best all around, or, like...
Yeah, however you want to...
Because it's between Dorian and Rysand for me. No, wait, because Azrael... but he's not an...
Azrael?
He's not an MMC yet.
Yeah, he's just on an honorable mention because... Yeah. But you can, it's just like...
Like, he's obviously my number one. Okay, Azrael, like, guys. But out of, like... Okay, Rysand, I use Rysand as a benchmark for, like, not necessarily the best.
Top, Joy.
But he's, like, the... I compare all the MMCs to him in terms of, like, how I'd like to be treated by someone. Because some of these dudes are really hot and stuff like that, but they're so possessive that it turns me off. Whereas, like, I feel like Rysand is very good of giving choice and, like, consent and all that stuff. Dorian is close.
Personally, when I made this, like, rating, I kind of did it as, like, what I thought the consensus between the three of us was. But I personally wouldn't even have put Dorian in my top 3. Which I know is, like...
Who's in your top 3?
I would put Cassian first. I know, but it's true.
Oh, my God. In my top 3. Hold on.
That's crazy.
Top 3 would be, obviously, Rysand, Dorian... I can't put Azrael. So it would be...
I agree with this right here. This looks good to me.
I guess I would put Xaden just because I can't put Azrael because he's not MMC.
Yeah.
But these are my top 3, so I do agree, actually. But I would put Rysand and Dorian first.
Dorian is also as respectful as Rysand.
Exactly. That's why I would put him before Xaden, because Xaden annoys me sometimes. Whereas he annoyed me more than the other 2.
I personally just think with Dorian, I don't... Like, I liked him, but I didn't feel like we saw as much of his evolution as I think we could have. Like, I don't think he really fully came into his own.
But I don't think they could have. There's too many characters in this series.
No,
There's
but
too many people.
Exactly, you know?
Like, every chapter was like a different... It was like 5 people on rotation.
Like he's still struggling a little bit with his past by the end of the series.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I was like, come to think of it, Rysand and Xaden are... Well... Because what? If you compare all of them... How old is Xaden supposed to be? 22?
Yeah.
But not like 500.
I mean...
Like, Rysand's like 800 years old.
Look, I know they're all hundreds of years old there, but...
No, but I think it's only Rysand that's... Because the other 2 are just like 19 or something.
Yeah, but Azrael and Rysand.
Oh, no wonder they have that hot daddy era.
Exactly.
They're literally like 1,000 years old. Wait, what was Rowan like again?
No, we don't like Rowan.
He's you know.
He's boring.
He was a bit boring.
Same vibes as
Hunt.
No.
Hunt
who's
who?
the guy we just read? Raven.
Forgot.
Who?
Well, our 2025 wrap is gonna be interesting.
Controversial. Raven
Okay,
was
I
boring.
agree then with the top 3 mentioned here and honorable mention.
Like, Raven and Rowan are hot, but interesting, no. Like, he's like kind of a guy you date, and then
Hunt
like,
is
that's
also
it.
pretty flat in my mind.
Really?
Hunt, oh my god, he was like a doormat. I'm sorry, like
he was a doormat.
Guys, like you could have given him some more oomph, something.
Even
like,
Castile had more oomph than
exactly. And dude was talking about watermelon. Like Hunt was like he got his wings cut off twice in the same book, I think.
No, Castile was savage. Say what you will about him.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
He was dark, man.
Yeah,
you want to talk about morally gray?
Yeah.
Like, I was not sure I could get behind that, you know?
Yeah, like Hunt with such a beautiful hot face, like they gave like
Yeah.
No.
he could have done so much more.
Plot twist. Spoiler alert!
What is the Jack Barlow in the top corner?
Yep.
What are those eyes? Sorry.
So yeah, a lot of fucking plot twists.
Okay,
Who's that? That's Castile. Look at his shirt, eh? It's like very low.
It's very low cut.
It's like, you know, like a bustier for women.
Yeah, I can't be. Where did you get these pictures?
Some of these pictures are giving me causing physical pain.
I love Shauna the author. I use her for everything.
She does have really nice, but this is a questionable. I love it. Oh my god.
Like, if Rydra came up in this shirt, like, really, like, you'd be, like, questioning it.
Well, it's also not ripped like that, so I think it would be very
It's like, wait, you're just distracted by how ripped it is. If any other man walked up in this shirt, you'd be like, what the fuck are you wearing?
That's the thing. I don't like if a dude is so ripped that his pecs could pass for boobs. Like,
yeah, that actually looks like, you know, like, at Oktoberfest.
Yeah, when you're wearing the thing.
I wouldn't even wear that. Like, that's way too low cut.
No, but it's legit like those dresses that like have the corset and they squeeze your boobs so much that they're like,
It's so good.
dead. Okay, the twist.
Bryce
Selena.
Night Court, that was awesome.
Okay, but Selena as Aelin was kind of predictable from, I feel, was it
But we were
predictable? I don't remember.
spoiled. It's hard to know.
I was spoiled, personally.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's supposed to be a plot
No,
twist.
Danica Pack of Devils,
Yo,
never
that
expected
was
that.
fucked.
I thought they would ride it out. I thought they were endgame.
Yeah. And the existence of Valeris, that was amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I had to put one by Ruthless Vows, but I was like, whatever.
What happened again? Okay, but what happened again?
Roman gets taken by that god Docker.
And plus, this was my book club that was supposed to think. So I don't even remember.
Hawk is actually Prince Castile. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see what the ranking is. Valaris, best overall. Okay, cool. Bryce Nycourt. Okay, yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
Amazing. I'm so glad we didn't get spoiled for that. Did anyone get spoiled for that?
No. Thank fuck. I'd never live it down.
Yeah, Xaden as Venom was
most heart-wrenching. And then the Pack of Devils, most unexpected.
I agree with the placements of everything here.
Yeah, I feel like they're all like kind of equally almost.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're all like in different ways shocking. Yeah. Valaris is like a happy shock.
Exactly.
Nightcourt is like,
oh my god, we're back in Akator.
Xaden is like, my heart is shattered.
Pack of Devils was
like,
bitch.
Jaw drop.
This is not what I thought this book would be about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so confusing.
I agree.
A few really hated villains. Okay, your Dackers look really hot for some reason.
It's the same one.
Amarantha.
Fucking Tamlin being a little spineless cuck there in the corner.
Okay, the Autumn King there looks just like freaking Lucien. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Autumn King looks good.
Okay, hello, Micah. Hello. No, the Asteria looks creepy.
Maeve, Queen Isbeth.
Who's Isbeth?
She's
is that the Blood and Ash Kiki?
Ooh, okay.
Maeve.
These are good.
Okay.
Ooh, really?
Why was she bad again?
The Valg.
What?
Why was she bad again? Oh, because she
was
was
the queen.
Yeah, she was a Valg.
She's like the main. Turns out she's like the main evil in all of Throne of Glass.
Venom. Are you still feeling the same way about Venom?
I don't know, because I don't feel the same way because I don't think they're evil.
The Venom. Confusing to me. No, but I think they're great villains so far.
They are, yeah.
I don't know. For me, they're a very strong villain. Yeah.
I feel like I might place Astery before Venom.
I was gonna say
third.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because Astery were like when you find out that literally everything you learn about in book 1 is because they were stealing power from literally everyone. That's a bit really
they
evil.
control
and they just cross worlds and
they're very similar, all three of these, in terms of what they do. They steal power.
Well, Astery and Maeve, and the Valg they're all outwardly I guess Venom too. They're outwardly beings coming in to steal your shit.
But they also like leech energy from people, right?
Do.
Well, does Maeve, the Valg, leech energy?
They do. Yeah.
So.
Well, within reason, I would say she too.
So fucked up.
Yeah.
And then Jack.
Yeah. You know who would fit on this list? Hoth. Anyway.
That's our rap
Hoth,
2020.
Yeah, I know. Jack
Barlow. Like, who else was it? King of Hyper. Yeah. I agree with this. Yeah. Queen Elizabeth was fucked up because it was her mom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was her mom, right? Not her grandma?
Oh, deaths.
Oh no.
Come on. Liam has to be first, right?
And the 13.
Come on. What did you put, me?
Who's Victor? Sorry. Who is Victor?
I'm just trying to drive to point home that Blood and Ash sucked, okay?
Who is Victor?
Victor was like her uncle.
I liked Victor.
Oh shit, Victor.
I liked
the
Victor.
one who taught her how to fight.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot he
I liked Connor too. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, Liam. I agree with this. Leaba.
Yeah.
Honestly, Leaba, maybe
that scene though.
Yeah, maybe even before Danica.
Really?
Yeah, personally.
She was a really cool character.
In terms of like emotional.
Well, it's because we didn't get to know. We only knew Danica for like 4 chapters.
Yeah, we didn't really know Danica, so her death wasn't like impactful, but it was surprising. Like, I agree. But Leaba was like really sad to see her go.
Mm-hmm.
As with Liam and the 13.
I think I actually shed a tear for the 13. That's what I got to.
Yeah, no, the 13 it actually fucked me up.
Like, what's the girl's name? Artemis or what's her name? A?
Who are you talking about?
I know what you're saying, but I don't know her name.
The second in command.
Asterin.
That sucked. I really was hoping she'd have like a happy ending somehow, but she really just ate shit her entire
literally life. Lost her baby. This that. I'm
like
too much,
she was really getting the short end of the stick here.
But yeah, Liam was too much.
Dude. But he's coming back as a Venom.
He's not coming back, babe.
He's coming back as a Venom.
I think that she even said, like, he's not coming back.
Oh, did she?
She did, like, a series of, like, answering fan questions.
Okay, good. Okay, well, good.
On the
I don't know, I
I'm
don't
just
trust
trying
her
to
that
brace
much. I'm like,
myself.
She said people that stayed don't come back. She's like, otherwise it wouldn't be impactful. Says the person who wrote Onyx Storm, where nobody died.
Yeah, exactly. Or well, not impactful.
yeah, the people who die were people that were like off screen that we don't even like the girlfriend of somebody. I'm like,
Yeah, people that she introduced like 2 chapters before.
Yeah, exactly.
They died.
Tat's new boyfriend.
Who cares? Who?
as long as you don't mess with broccoli, I'm good.
She said broccoli's not dying.
Yeah, broccoli is like the standouts. Broccoli and Rhynoc are like the standout stars of Onyx Storm.
Honestly,
no one cares about anyone else.
She's gonna kill Rhynoc. I feel it.
You can't do that after making him perfect.
He's too beloved.
Yeah.
No, you
She's
can't
setting
do
it up.
that.
But if she wants to get this book to have any impact, like someone's gotta die.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Because the only reason why I liked Fourth Wing a lot, because we came from such a peaceful land of no one dying of Akatar to like people dying on
right away.
page 1. Like people were dying already as you opened the book. And then Onyx Storm was a bit like anticlimactic in the sense of like not many deaths.
Well, she was like, it wasn't even that there wasn't many deaths. It was the fact that she was setting up a death and being like, just kidding.
Never mind, lol.
Just kidding. And it was kind of like annoying. I was like, every time someone was about to die, I was like, okay, it's gonna be like a not really.
Yeah.
And I was getting annoyed.
The cringe! The cringe!
The pain!
How do you do? We talked about. Ugh, honestly, Tamlin cringed me the fuck out when he was talking during the meeting. Like, all the world leaders are there, and you're talking about her, like, coming. Like,
Sounds like something Trump would do.
You're embarrassing yourself more than you're embarrassing Farrah. Like,
honestly.
I'm so glad you put that quote I found in there.
Oh my god. Yeah, his growls of pleasure filled the tent, drowning out the cries of the injured and crying.
That's the same thing that happens in Poppy and Castiel's carriage.
It's true. It's the exact same thing. Which I couldn't find a picture of them, but I put a carriage and them making out.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, when Poppy jumps Castiel, but Kieran's also there. Like she like wakes up because she's like, you know, thirsty for blood. So but like literally Kieran, they're fucking, but Kieran is like holding her on.
Yeah,
it's so traumatic.
Kieran is so. I feel bad for him.
No, Hunt
Like,
being bleeding out on a couch and fingering that.
I know.
Y'all, come on now, like.
These are some very cringeworthy moments to read through.
Yeah, you gotta have them. Like each freaking series, you can see there's some cringe moments.
Thank you for putting honey. I love how like it's blood and ash the first.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like the carriage one, like I couldn't even get down with their spice because I was like, what are you doing? Like I was even like,
I think I was already fed up with the book by then. I was like, yo.
yeah. What was the other ones? Oh yeah, the figure. Okay, yeah.
I think Blood and Ash was like the book that like where we determined after that if we all don't like a book, we like veto it and move on.
Seriously.
And not forced. Because we read 3 of them before we like.
Because I think because there were such good reviews that we were like, okay, maybe
sure.
like
And
the
yeah, the
second
reviews
one.
were increasing with the
But
books
actually
and,
the
like,
first was the best and we should have left it at that.
we should have actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you live and you learn. We wouldn't be able to review it otherwise.
Ooh.
A lot of spice.
Cabin, the cave. I actually like the cave. Zayden and Violet against the armor. Love that one.
That's such a good hot scene.
Jolly
Julie.
Why was that?
Oh, it's
Oh, the unicorn.
the unicorn, but he thought it was like a vibrator and this is just funny. And
Yeah.
then,
My son on his knees.
I'm surprised you didn't put the throne one.
oh
You love that one.
shit. How did I miss that? I
Oh,
forgot.
Violet and Zayden?
Yeah, and the throne. How did I fucking miss that, actually?
I love the Nesta and Cassian one at the table. That was good.
Yeah.
With like Azriel in the corner.
There's
like.
some hot depictions online. Yeah, I can't believe. Anyways, the throne, my chair, my house, whatever.
That's got to be your honorable mention.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Bryson knees refers to. I don't remember that.
On his knees at some point.
On my knees before you?
He kneels in front of her, and well, it's before in the book he's like, I only kneel for my kingdom or whatever, and then he goes on his knees in front of her and like.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. He eats her out or he's dressing her or something.
Is that where you said the line? Do you like me?
No, that's different. That's just him.
Isn't it?
No, it's Raisan, but it's just him like tying her boots or something. But he says that.
Oh, well, okay, then maybe it's just that.
Okay.
But I thought that was super hot.
Yeah. It was.
What's the cabin again?
That's the scene
the first time they do it.
Oh shit! Yeah. Damn. Yo, we've read so much since then.
I like the cat. I don't remember the specifics of the spice scene.
I don't remember, that's the thing.
But I do remember the scene, like the general scene. I think I agree with this.
I agree as well. I remember the breakfast scene specifically because of the
Azrael walks in.
That was like the hottest, but the awkward, like.
Yeah,
Azrael was so funny about it.
Yeah. Wait, we all read the chapters, the extra chapters of Azrael or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what happened in there again? Oh fuck.
Well, it's just like he kisses Elaine.
Oh yeah, they're setting up I already know what's gonna happen.
So
I already know the love triangle square or whatever it is they're trying to build up over there.
I'm excited for it.
Oh,
we already read it.
I love it.
Wow, that was
amazing.
Crazy wrapped. I love this wrapped.
That was a great wrap.
That was a good time.
It was nice to like come back to it after like a couple months.
Yeah,
that we did this
because we don't even remember what we put.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it was kind of new for us.
That's how we should do it. We should just make it in like December and then come back to it.
Honestly.
Oh my god. But yeah, that was a good year of reading, guys.
What a great year of reading and adventure, eh? Honestly, I'm really excited to see what more 2025 has in store. It's been a good start with One Dark Window.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that our first book of the year?
Yeah,
it is.
Our first
no, that's not true because we did Onyx Storm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Oh wait, it doesn't exist. So we did this. This is our first
Onyx
book of the year.
Storm, but we've erased it from my memory.
I have memory gaps from reading from that time.
And it's because I was speaking to someone at the gym. She's like, "Oh yeah, do you read Onyx Storm?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "In fact, we rented a whole chalet to read it." And she was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah."
That's how we roll. But honestly, I can't believe it. We've already read 3 books for book club.
Yeah,
we did.
So. And now we're reading Quicksilver?
Yeah. So that's an extra one, and then we could read a series or whatever after, because my semester will be done.
Ooh, I'm excited. Quicksilver is next, so follow along with our journey of book coming so you can be a part of our Wrapped.
Yeah, join us on Fable because like we're commenting pretty actively.
We should update our Fable book as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we comment as we read. I feel like we're gonna lose people